Live with Ches, we up next. Live with Ches, sports prepared. Live with Ches, live up next. Live with Ches, we're the best. Live with Ches, live up next.
Hello, how is everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Live with Ches. I'm your humble host, Cameron Chester, and today we're talking NFL. Let's get right into it. The 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is getting a positive increase in pay based on his performance. Rightfully so, Purdy earned his first Pro Bowl nod, made his first Super Bowl appearance. Purdy earned $739,795 in additional pay, boosting his total salary from $889,000 to $1.6 million. He getting a little bit of money, not a whole lot, just a little bit. But when the 49ers have to pay Purdy, which he deserves to get paid, will they have enough money for everyone? They paid CMC, they paid Deebo, they paid Kittle, they paid Trent Williams. They got to pay two key pieces to their offense, Aiyuk and Purdy. So it will really come down to which receiver do you want to keep, in my opinion, Aiyuk or Deebo. We've seen, even in the Super Bowl, if both stars can't seem to get open, the third string wide receiver, Juwan Jennings, can take over. I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers felt comfortable about debating which receiver to keep. Personally, I would keep Aiyuk. Yes, he got hurt during the season, but he balled before and after he came back from injury. And don't get me wrong, there's no other player in the NFL like Deebo. Maybe Taysom Hill or Rondale Moore, but Deebo is way more electric. When he takes over, he stays on a roll. But if the 49ers keep playing him at a running back, injuries concern me in the future. Now let me talk about J.J. McCarthy. Everyone will say there's truly only 3 quarterbacks in the 2024 draft that are proven and should be taken high. Underneath Williams, May, and Daniels, the other quarterback prospects are labeled hit or misses. I believe in a combination of hype and desperation, they're pushing McCarthy up the boards. Those are the two combinations I feel like that's pushing McCarthy up. He really hasn't shown that he's a top shelf quarterback in anything. He's decent mechanics, you know what I'm saying? Few certain attributes that intrigue scouts. Michigan's offense focused on heavy run. McCarthy's arm wasn't needed as much, so we didn't really see if he could take over a game with his arm. Don't get me wrong though, McCarthy performed well with his arm at the Rose Bowl, but it was just a glimpse. I don't think McCarthy deserves the same level of hype as the top 3. He deserves the hype Kenny Pickett got during his draft process. That's his ceiling to me right now as a first-round quarterback. QB progresses through reads, and how often do they make correct decisions are the obvious main 2 traits an NFL quarterback should have. McCarthy generally does well with both when given the opportunity. His arm and the athleticism is fine for a first-rounder, not elite or anything, but certainly not a negative thing for him. I'm comfortable with him going 11 to 20 in the draft. Denver might be a great spot for him. Maybe the Raiders. There are reports the Vikings might trade up to get him. I can't believe the Giants are running it back with Daniel Jones. Sidebar. McCarthy, to me, should be labeled like the other QB prospects who are not the top 3, hit or miss. Now let's get into the NFC North draft needs. So we have first the Bears. We all know the Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams after trading away Justin Fields. That checks QB off the list. They should use their 9th pick to beef up the O-line and protect their new young QB, left tackle. Or they could add more firepower, adding another receiver. I mean, they got Allen and they got DJ Moore, maybe like a good slot. They should pay attention to edge rusher and linebacker later in the draft. Now the Detroit Lions, you were almost at the promised land but fell short, but on the positive note, I think the Lions just only need a few pieces. They did pretty well in free agency, and their drafting has been on point in the last few years. Detroit needs another edge rusher on the opposite side of Hutchinson, or they can look at a cornerback in the first round. Safety is another need after losing CJ, and adding to the inside lineman depth should also be looked at. Linebacker in the later round is a position the Lions should probably pay attention to later. Let's get to the Green Bay Packers. Cornerback and offensive tackle are the two biggest needs for Green Bay. Bakhtiari is gone, and so you need to add more protection. Cornerback, you need somebody on the other side of Alexander. They need to pair somebody up with Quay Walker in the middle. So linebacker in the second round, maybe third, would be beneficial. Adding more safety depth and offensive line depth should also be looked at in the later rounds. Now, finally, the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are in rebuild mode. Kirk Cousins left. Danielle Hunter left. QB is an obvious need. Reports are the Vikings are looking to trade up to grab Drake May or J.J. McCarthy. D lineman or edge rusher are other needs. Inside offensive lineman and cornerback should be looked at the later rounds for Minnesota. And that's going to be all, folks. Thanks for listening. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe. It's been your boy, Ches, and it's been Live with Ches.
Live with Ches, we're the best. Live with Ches, live up next.